Hi there, everyone. Thank you for joining my channel and or subscribing, or if you haven't yet, please do such. Um, I will be making a lot of videos in the next few days as I have come as an educator in touch with the reality that as we believe that education is getting better, so we hope as parents, it's actually plummeting. I've told a lot of y'all that, and as it's actually a sad but true story. With the increase in technology becoming more of a norm, then a lot of kids are being born into modern day technology, like pretty much born using a computer, to believe that things like LOL, JK, and such are actual proper English writing and reading. I have read many books that even where you would think these professional authors would be great in writing, and they have a lot of improper grammar, such as ending a sentence on with the word to, like to. And that said, I'm going to be doing a research and releasing a book about the plummeting of the educational industry. There's a lot more people having to go to community colleges in order to get ready to go to college, or in order to actually start taking college courses. It has been caused by now modern day people that are considered right brained, or in other words, good in English and history or other non math and science subjects, actually are not good at either. And that said, I'm also creating tutorials you'll later find on Udemy that will be covering this material. But we have to think as parents. One example being they no longer teach in cursive writing in schools. And I especially know that here in Texas, where I reside, and I also provide tutoring statewide. Now let's think as parents, what if we didn't know how to write in cursive? We wouldn't be able to get a mortgage. We wouldn't be able to have a home of any sort, even sign a contract for as simple as an apartment or buy a car. So what do we define as a signature today if our kids are not being taught in cursive writing? The sad thing is, most of them don't even know what a signature is, and so they print their name twice. They print it and then they print it. There is no such thing as a signature, which has made it difficult for modern day uh, millennials, or even those in generations after the millennials, to be able to survive in life. They're better than us in using computers, but they lack the basic foundations of skills, even many with college degrees. With this, we as parents have to protest and join together to stand up to the government and the educational Department of Education at federal, state, and other levels, to demand that our taxes are used to teach kids, including the basic foundations that are, you may even consider this a survival skill. I'm looking for a list of subscribers and fans that would like to be a part of this mission, and or possibly help spread the word as my book gets finished. If you have things to say in it, please comment. But this is an important mission as parents, that we stand up for our children to have the education they need. If they fail to get the education they need, then we would fail as parents too, because we'd end up having them living with us because they can't get a mortgage from not having a signature. Or there's some other things going on where now what I call lazy texting, such as LOL, kids think is proper English. They're born writing that way and they grew up writing that way. A lot of parents aren't even monitoring kids much anymore, especially those in higher roles and executive roles and higher income. And that said, it's even become more of a norm to have drug problems, and it's a higher percentage in higher income communities of teenagers. And sad enough, even some being elementary age now are getting into drugs and other bad decisions. I have a friend who actually was a drug addict, but he has not relapsed. He's actually been fighting for this whole time to stay successful and off of it. He's even going back to college to get life on track. But it actually took him until he was in his 30s to realize that he was on the wrong path in life. It really messes with the brain. And this has to do with parents and teachers alike not monitoring kids as much anymore, between what they do with their money, what they do with their time. A lot more kids even spend time on the phone in the classroom. They'll tell the teacher they're using the calculator. Well, are they? No, they're doing anything but that. Half the time they're on Facebook or other things, other social media or other entertainment, but not necessarily using it for their educational purposes. This plays part in why a lot of students do not do well in school, even when it's material that the school is teaching that's important. That said, I'm also doing a research on what is plummeting, where our taxes are going, and what needs to be done about our future for our children and or grandchildren for a lot of us. Um, but if you would give me your 2 cents, and if there's any particular aspect you're interested in, please comment on here. Please become a subscriber, follow me, and let me know any other educational or business consulting or other business and education related material you'd like to hear. You can also follow me on my blog, where I will be answering questions as like a free tutoring kind of thing, where you ask a question or two and I'll just answer that question or two. I also will be providing business consulting for those that want legitimate work at home jobs, and telling people about different websites and such that can find them clientele without them having to go through all those big expenses. I look forward to hearing from everybody who has seen this, and please spread the word, and especially tell friends and family that are parents or grandparents that all could be a part of our mission in improving the future for our children.